So the week in Andorra was fantastic. It didn't snow too much while we were there. It did one day, but besides that, the snow that was there was actually pretty good for the most part, and it was quite sunny and really, really nice weather. It was actually really warm. We didn't even need that much thermals at all. As you can probably hear, I'm sick. I got sick maybe about halfway through the trip. I had a cough and a sniffly nose, and obviously between the late nights and the early mornings, I kept going on all the physical activity. Wasn't probably the best decision for my health, but I had a lot of fun, so that's my justification. Earlier in the trip, we kind of stayed around the Pasta La Casa section of Andorra, but then later on in the week, myself and Jordan explored a bit more, so that was a lot of fun. This was one of the nights when we done karaoke, myself and Anna, literally just myself and Anna. The bar didn't really actually allow it, and then after we finished, they came over and took the microphone off us. So that was pretty funny. I tried out a bit of skiing, as you can see here. Myself and Jordan have roughly the same size shoes, so we swapped a bit. So this is him trying the snowboarding. For me, I didn't realise how difficult skiing is. I think actually more like how straining it is to learn something new, and that was probably the most strenuous thing I'd done on the entire holiday. I was so glad to get back to snowboarding. But yeah, later on in the week, myself and Jordan travelled across to the other valleys. We found like a slalom, some kids runs and stuff. It was actually really fun, but I realised that we were over there at like 4:10 and all the lifts closed at 4:30, so we had to make a mad dash back to Pasta La Casa. We had to do like 5 or 6 runs in 50 minutes. It was actually crazy. There was no queues. We got really lucky, and on the way home we could see one of the lifts stop, and we were like, oh no. So by the time we actually got down to the bottom, we realised there's a T-bar still operating, so we got really lucky, and we actually managed to get home around 5 o'clock, I think, just on the dot, so we got really lucky. So this is one of the nights, I think this was a Thursday night, that had some fireworks on just randomly. We were kind of sitting at a bar and lucky enough to see it. So this was the night ski night. Myself, Jordan, and Anna done this evening. I think the rest of the guys done another night. But yeah, this is Anna showing me what she's been learning, all her turns and her linking her turns, and she got on really, really well, so that was really impressive. But yeah, the nights out were fun as well. We didn't do too many of them, obviously trying to maximise our times on the slope, but this was one of the Irish bars that we went to, so that was good fun. The last day, I think it was particularly snowy. There was a lot of fog and stuff, as you can see here. Now this actually is the day before, but the day after was very, very foggy. This was the day that actually we got across the mountain. So this is the last day here, and it was very foggy, and this was Anna's first red with me. Actually, she'd done a red the day before with Jordan. We were actually getting a lift, and she slid ahead and didn't realise that we were all waiting for the next one. So that was pretty funny. She got stuck on her lift by herself. Here's Marianne being lifted upside down, and this is myself and Jordan doing a bit of off-piste snowing here, or snowboarding and skiing here. As you can see, Jordan's pretty handy on the skis. And then most of the nights we played some games and stuff. Here's Happy Sea, very chaotic. Yeah, and then this is just footage of us travelling back to Ireland. Actually got to see them put our luggage on the plane, myself and Anna's bag. It was actually the last luggage to be loaded onto the plane. It's pretty cool to see. But yeah, I got home. These are the Valentine's flowers from last week pretty much. And also myself and Anna unfortunately came back to a flooded bathroom. We had to get that fixed. So yeah, pretty good week.